What's up YouTube, Jason here with Byte My Bits, and in today's video, I am taking the first steps to, into organizing my new 3D printing addiction, which includes all of the colors that I have not yet bought because I'm still buying more and it won't stop. Holy crap, this is expensive. What we have here is basically just a collection of different print colors that I have, different plastic colors. These are all PLAs. I've been ordering them kind of slowly as I wanted to make something else. But for each color, basically I go through and I print like my own custom-made little Byte My Bits spool holder, right? It's pretty thick, works pretty well. It's got two holes to screw it into something. So my idea was to get a board like this. Actually, I got 3 of these boards. I'm going to be staining this board a different color, so that's going to take probably an hour or two to set up. But to put these on the wall and make it to where I can easily screw in at any point, right? Just like that, or whatever, right? Easily screw it at any point and just put the spool of plastic there. That way, I can just have a row of colors just like you would see right here, with enough room in between them to take the plastic out and, you know, whatever. So that's the plan. Now this table is 72 inches. So I lined it up on the table to see how much I could fit, which was 12. So I went out, I bought 3 of these boards, and I'm gonna put 3 of them stacked on top of each other. You'll see how I'm gonna do it here in a second, but I'm gonna put 3 of them stacked on top of each other, which should give me a total option of 36 different colors, meaning this is kind of sort of all of them. I still have like 4 or 5 to add to the mix, but you know, I have room to grow. That's the good thing. Now, these do take 9.5 hours each time to print, but it kind of gives me an idea. The reason why I'm like so into this idea is because, one, it's custom made. It's got the Byte My Bits logo in it and everything just built into the actual print itself. 2, it allows me to kind of test each print, right? See how strong it feels. I can already tell things like this. This is like a green that I've had a lot of problems with, right? This is not as strong. It's definitely not as strong. Whereas this is an orange. This thing is way stronger. So it kind of lets me, you know, gauge which plastics are better, which feel better, how they print off. And I do have, as you can see, this is not cleared out. There's a lot of stuff that I have to go through here and just like pick the little things out, because I do print it with a brim. That way everything, which, you know, I could try to not print it with a brim, but it doesn't always turn out that good. But I print it with a brim, so I'm gonna have to go through each and every one of these to clear them all out, which is gonna suck. That means I'm just gonna sit down, watch some Star Trek, and pick at all these plastic pieces until they look clean. But since I went and picked up this, I think it's pine. Yeah, I just went and picked up these 3 pine boards. I picked up some stain. That means I have to stain the wood before I'm gonna put it on the wall, or at least I wanna stain the wood before I put it on the wall. That's gonna take at least an hour to sit, probably give it an hour and a half. So that gives me plenty of time to sit down and tediously pick through all this plastic and clean it up and make it look better. Okay, so now I have to find a spot in my totally unfinished garage project to stain this. I really need to get back on this project. I still have my thermostat just hanging down. I know, it's sad. I figured I could probably just do it like kind of like this way. Just gotta clear out a little bit of stuff here. You know, just make room. Perfect. Boom, perfect. And for today's adventure, red mahogany. Yeah, sounds so manly. I'm red mahoganying it up. Okay, first board is done. Obviously it's fresh coat and everything, and I can't remember the last time I actually stained anything, but you know, hey, it looks okay. It's darker, it's not just plain. I do have, you know, a plan for what's going behind them, but you know, there you go. All three of them are done. Looking pretty good so far. I have this, which I'm just a regular 2x4. Very little prep work, doesn't really have to be perfect, but this is really dark. And now I got this big ass thing for this and I totally didn't need it. This is probably more than enough for what I needed. So yeah, this is gonna be darker. It's gonna go on the wall and then these are going to attach to it. And then I'm gonna put all of my 3D printed stuff in rows of 12. So yeah. Okay, I know it's not perfect. Maybe a weird color match, just going like black and mahogany. But, you know, that's what it is. And also, the best thing about getting these like cheap $3 paintbrushes is that I don't have to worry about cleaning them. Just single use. Like, this is good enough, and I'm not staining it again. Now I get to enjoy the tedious process of cleaning 3D printing things, which is probably my least favorite part because it just takes so long. It's just tedious. That's what it is. You're just picking it apart and trying to make it look better. So I'm printing, believe it or not, I haven't printed a white one yet. So I'm printing a white filament spool holder right now without the brim. I'm trying that before it was like warping and stuff. So I'm printing it with a glue stick on it, of course, but I'm trying to see if maybe moving forward, I can just print without a brim and not have it warp and then not have to, you know, tediously pick this stuff apart and make it look better. I think so far, printing it without the brim is working. The key is I turned up the temperature on the plate here. And then, you know, you use the glue stick and it just melts everything down and just helps keep it stick. So, you know, it's working for now. We'll see if it works for a couple other ones that I still have to print. I have officially printed version 1.0. I got a lot of work to do to this, but version 1.0 of a koozie specifically to fit Death Wish coffee. Like, not sponsored, but, you know, affiliate links, of course. I've been drinking the crap out of this and I just want to make a koozie for it. I actually have some plans as to why I'm making a koozie, but yeah. So I have meticulously went through and like cleared a lot of these out. I didn't do, you know, 100% perfect job, but at least I got them all cleared out. And the white one, I printed it without the stuff on it, and it came out just fine. So that's the one I'm going to be printing from now on. Right now I'm printing like my least favorite. It's glow in the dark blue. Anyways, doesn't matter. Here we are. I got my stud finder, got my drill. I got some screws in my pocket. And this is a stud that I stained black and I cut in half. And now I'm just going to find a stud, 2 studs on the wall, and then bring it down. So it's just gonna be 2 studs coming down, and then I'll put those boards somewhere on the wall. I'm gonna get rid of this light. Go away. The best part of this is I'm just eyeballing kind of everything. And there's my marker. Like, yeah, that's it right there. Boom. That should be it. Should be straight enough. Just line it up. And yeah, you know, more or less. That looks straight. Honestly, I think that's pretty straight. But I did go grab a level. Let's see. Okay, you know, perfect. And actually, that's really close. This one not so much, but you know, whatever, close enough. Okay, so I went through and I measured like everything just to try to see how many I could fit, and then I used one of the spools here to figure out how much room I wanted in between the holders. So what I found is that I can't get 12, which is okay, whatever. I can get 11, not bad, and I have to get them about 11 centimeters apart. And I have this on the edge, but I'm actually gonna, on the first one, gonna come in a centimeter because I have 2 centimeters over there that are freed up. So yeah, I can get 11 a rail and 11 centimeters apart. By the way, I'm only using centimeters because that's what was on the end of this, not because I hate freedom. And I decided, since I'm going to be using sheetrock screws for this because they fit the best, I got a whole box of them that I have no need for. I'm gonna put, once I get everything measured out, I'm gonna put 2 boards on top of each other because this will go through both of them. and then that would essentially measure out the second board for me. See where I'm going? Yeah. Aha, I got the first one in. I did get some extensions because, you know, yeah, that was in the way, but it went on really well, pretty tight. I over-tightened this one just a little bit, but you know, I'll try not to do that moving forward, but I think that's kind of a weak point anyways. But anyways, there you go. Now it's just a matter of measuring 11 centimeters and going on down the line. 100% straight-ish. I mean, I feel like I got them pretty straight. Okay, so 2 of them, I got just a little bit too itchy, squeezy trigger finger on it and over tighten it just a little bit. But overall, not bad. I put the second one there, third one there, and eventually I'll have a whole wall full of plastic. But for now, I'm just gonna load and match them up. Ta-da! I guess can't really see the other side. Huh. Yeah, oh well. Now, since I have all of these holes essentially pre-drilled and pre-measured, I'm gonna do the exact same thing with this next board. That way I will have 3 full boards. That's 11 each. That is math, carry the 1, 33 different filaments to choose from. And of course I can like rearrange them as I go along. Totally okay. Right now I'm just gonna fill up what I have and try to make it look as good and complete as possible. And then the addiction to buying plastic filament continues. But honestly though, one of the biggest things that took so much time was just getting everything measured out and trying to get it, you know, as like perfect as possible. So this should save a lot of time. This is complete garbage. Like 100% complete garbage. Like look at this. I barely put any pressure. This thing split. I've had so many issues printing with this stuff. And now, look at that. It's droopy as shit. I'm gonna throw that away. I mean, for now it's good, but I'm gonna throw that away. Okay, so I got all of the pieces hung up. Look at this. So 1, 2, 3. I may or may not have been, you know, slightly off on the middle one, but you know what? I could fix it, don't care. Right now, I have almost everything on the 2 rows filled up. I'm gonna throw that green one away, but just for the video's purpose, I kept it up. I still have like 2 or 3 to print, so I might even be starting on this one, but those take almost 10 hours each to print. So, not gonna be in this video. However, what is gonna be in this video is going to be the lighting situation, which is something that I really want better. This light kind of sucks, right? So I bought different lights. Now, bear in mind, I still have a table to build. Like I'm literally going to build a table, probably. So the wiring on this is gonna suck. But this is the basic concept. At least that's what I thought was gonna be in this video, because I bought these lights right here. These are just hanging lights. Look at that. I bought these thinking, hey, this is gonna work great for what I want. And then I took it out of the box. And then I realized I need to find a way. Here's a good example. I need to find a way to hang them from the ceiling like that. So I have to go get the little loopy doopy screw thingies that go into the studs in the ceiling and then hang that. So, you know, yeah. But I have already bought some tabletops for this, and I have a bunch of 2x4s, so I'm gonna make a little wraparound desk. It's gonna come out to here, and it's gonna be like this little workbench area, and it's gonna be a lot sturdier, right? Because I really do wanna get all of this cleaned up, get a bunch of stuff that's, you know, set up specifically to hold the 3D printer, because the 3D printer, right now it's printing another one, as we can see right there, for another mount. But if this thing rattles and goes back and forth, it screws up prints. So I need a sturdy table, so I don't want to put it on here, and I need more space, and I need to get rid of that. Got a bunch of stuff to have to do. It's really not that much. It's just a matter of, you know, getting it done. But I think for now, I'm happy with getting all of these that were just stacked up randomly throughout my basement, all cleaned up and on the wall. And looking really pretty. And once I kind of sort of get the lighting situation all figured out, I think it's going to be a huge improvement overall. So I guess for now, I'm just going to have to deal with what I can do with the hardware that I have available, because I don't want to go to I can't go to the hardware store right now just to get everything fixed and get the lights mounted. I can't do any of that. So hey, 3D printer upgrade V1 officially complete. Also, if you guys have any ideas, because this forge does not, for some reason, have the Wi-Fi, right? I do want to set up, I don't know, maybe a Raspberry Pi or maybe a laptop relay, something that if I'm going to have this all sitting over here, I will be able to, you know, send the 3D prints to, essentially adding a Wi-Fi card. I really wish this thing had Wi-Fi. I want to get another one, probably an Ender 5, because it's bigger, it's wider, it's got all the, you know, build space. So I'm going to have a couple 3D printers going, but, you know, give me some recommendations in the comments down below. And since I've been using my little Pecron thing, it's actually a huge Pecron. I love this thing, 1,000 watts, pretty awesome. I even got a bigger one. I've been using this as a makeshift UPS, but since it's a lithium ion, I don't know how long I want to use it for a UPS. So I'm going to get some, you know, regular UPSs to do that. That way I don't lose prints. So yeah. One thing I definitely realized real quickly is that just having one 3D printer that's really good kind of sucks, because you're printing one thing and that's it. You really want to get a couple things going at the same time sometimes, but you just don't have it. So that is it for today, guys. I have another video to record real quick before I edit this. So thank you for watching. Like and subscribe and leave all of your judgments below. And have yourself a good day.